What's up? Welcome back to Brownsugabby TV. Thank you so much for stopping back on my channel today. So first and foremost, I just want to say I hope you're having a great day, because I know it could be rough. Trust me, I know. But the whole gist of this video today is how to overcome obstacles. I also want to share my personal story, my journey of, overcoming obstacles. And just know that as long as you have a positive mindset, you can get past whatever you're dealing with. Trust and believe that. So boom, my story goes like this. I was working at this place, and I was actually the manager, which was pretty cool until the employer really got in their feels, because people started to ask me, was I actually the boss of the establishment? And that made me feel good, but that made the employer feel, whatever. And so I started peeping a lot of stuff, y'all. Like, for one, there was this book that included all the orders that needed to be made. And one day that I was working, I noticed there was a picture drawn in it. The picture was from about the mouth, the ears, mouth to like the neck, right? And this picture, I kid y'all not, it was some ear. Thinking about it just is a little traumatizing, but the ears, they had like these big hoop earrings. Then the person drew like a heart necklace around her neck. And about the heart necklace, y'all, it was very similar to the one that I legitimately wore to work like every day. It's actually from my jewelry line, BU Jewels. Anyways, though, I wore that to work. The person obviously drew that. And then they drew like really big lips. They drew locks, but they wasn't locking. And then they drew like a mustache, a mole, just all these features as well, like big lips, big nose, to showcase a Black person. And it was really off. And looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this was like trying to come at me, I felt like. So it was so bad, y'all. I was so over it. I literally threw the paper away, and I should have took a picture of it, but it was bad, y'all. But I threw it away and I just let it be. Also, I just want to chime in that I was the only Black person at my job, in all seriousness. So don't think that like I just assume because I'm Black with locks that the picture was just random. No. It was to come at me, period. And also, I learned early on at my job that legitimately this lady fired some Black girl. I never got to meet her. From what people told me, it happened right before I started working there, but she literally fired somebody, this Black girl that was pregnant, and she fired her because she was pregnant. Like, all right, time to go get a lawsuit, because no ma'am, no. Slowly over the months, there was a lot of yelling that happened. The person talked to me like they literally had an issue. And I mean, it was clear they had an issue with me. They wouldn't even speak to me sometimes when they would come into the store. Mind you, it's their store, but they didn't speak to me for whatever reason that was. So I had a lot of ups and downs with that place, but I felt like a big part of it was that I talked to God. And I was like, you know what, God, I'm grateful for this job, but in my spirit and my soul, this just ain't for me. And then finally, she came in, and homegirl fired me. Sis was over me for whatever reason, and she gave me a list of reasons. And let me tell y'all this. One of the reasons she said was that I didn't come in on Juneteenth, and I had let her know, because we had a 2-hour policy if you're not coming in, you have to let them know at least 2 hours ahead. So I did that, and they was pissed. But on this piece of paper, she put I did show up for Juneteenth, so they lost out on so much money. But y'all, on this piece of paper, what she did was she put I didn't show up on Martin Luther King Day, but it was actually Juneteenth. Are you for real? I don't want to keep talking about people who are just haters, but what I want the people that are watching to understand is that in life, you will have jobs, you'll have people who just don't like you for you being you. And I'm really proud of myself personally, because I've really learned to not only be proud of who I am, but to be confident in who I am. And I knew that's something that the employer did not like. I was God-fearing, right? I was very adamant about just doing my job, being who I am, and the customers, they loved me. I got a few people's numbers from there because they mess with me so much. And, you know, when they didn't see me showing up, they're asking me questions and I'm telling them, hey, this is what happened. But I asked God to remove me from that place in all seriousness because it was really messing with my mental. And what I really want y'all to get is that if you're in a place where you don't feel appreciated, you don't feel like you can be yourself, I advise you to look for something else and keep it pushing, because life is too short to be in an environment where you are not able to thrive, and mentally it drains you so much. And that's how I felt. But the only thing that kept me going was, one, my bills, and two, having so many people I felt like truly cared and liked me for who I was. And that's just the truth of the matter. When it comes to overcoming adversity, it can be very hard. Like I said, I've been there, and I could give you guys so many stories of different things that have happened in my life. And I'm sure you all have went through things as well, but really it's just a part of your journey, and you have to be willing to think positive as hard as it might be and stay calm in those situations, because ultimately when you're calm and you're not acting a fool, that's going to make them feel really crazy. And I could tell when she would yell at me, she would notice that I just kind of stood there, didn't really do nothing much. I just let her ramble. And I knew she felt crazy because she's like, you're not saying anything. I'm like, ain't nothing to say, ma'am. You're yelling at me. I'm going to let you have it. And that's what it is. And life, again, is not about arguments and negativity. I told this woman I cannot thrive in negativity. And she tried to say that I was negative. And I'm like, okay, give me a time where I'm negative. She couldn't even tell me that. So, you know, another part of my journey right now is becoming aligned with God, because I'm not going to lie, y'all, I don't know how I could get through some of the things I've dealt with without God. And I mean, for me, God has got me through so much. I'm here to tell you that you could get through it. And overall, these are my 3 points about overcoming adversity that I want you to take from this video. 1, don't ever let nobody tell you who you are, and don't ever feel like you can't be yourself, okay? That's 1. Be you, truly, because there's only one you, okay? So never let nobody play with you about that. 2, be able to digest the situation for what it is and stay calm, okay? There's no reason to get out of your body. There's no reason to even give them that energy back, okay? If it's really that bad, walk away. Walk away, because they will be the ones who feel dumb. I'm gonna keep it real with you. They're gonna feel dumb, and they're gonna be like, damn, I gave all this negativity, and they just kind of didn't care. Yeah, I don't care. I have more to worry about instead of whatever your issues are, because that's not my problem. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me like a human being. And if you can't do that, then bye. My 3rd and final advice for overcoming adversity is to journal or talk to the higher power. That is my suggestion. And when it comes to talking to the higher power, what I did was I literally would pray like, God, if I'm not supposed to be in this situation, if I'm doing something wrong, let it be a sign. Allow something to happen so that I won't be in this situation no more. Then boom, homegirl laid it flat. And I was honestly so happy and so relieved, because that environment literally drained the heck out of me. It literally had me going crazy. I knew it wasn't where I was going to be forever. And you know, you just know in your soul, in your spirit, when things ain't right. So that is my topic for today. I hope that this video serves you and is a piece that you could take to apply to your life, and just know that nobody can be you, and you are perfect the way you are. I know they say there's no such thing as perfect, but however you were born, I'm sure you're a wonderful person. So that's just my scoop on that, and I will have more videos about motivating people and lifestyle, so stay tuned.